to a brand new week, a brand new episode of Cover 4. It was a great weekend because the Cowboys didn't lose.
This is true. I mean, awesome. You're bright and sunny today. Right? We're all bright and
Depending
sunny.
on how you define a weekend, I mean, they still played.
You're right.
I'm over here bringing the mood down. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. We need this. We need to talk about it. And yes, there were some amazing games yesterday. We'll talk about those in a moment. Jerry Jones was salty last week. We'll get to that in a moment. But the Bears aftermath, the 0-3 skid these Cowboys are on.
The second time this season.
Rams heated up yesterday. They're coming to town this weekend. What? Just talk to me, guys.
Did y'all check your mentions last night during the game? Mm-hmm. Was it full of people?
I left quickly.
I refused to just get on Twitter yesterday. I just was like, bye.
I think about 100 people tweeted me like, the Rams are going to annihilate us. They're going to wipe us off the face of the earth. And it's hard to argue. You see them run out to a 28 to like
that's
3
a division
against
game
Seattle.
for them.
Yeah.
That's a division
against
game.
Seattle.
It is. It's a division game. Crazy things happen, but
they're home. Now they have to travel on the road.
They're a game out of a wild card spot. The NFC West could have 3 playoff teams. It could. If the Rams keep this roll up, obviously.
And the NFC East is...
The NFC East is going to have
7
a winner.
9 champions.
Because the rules say they have to.
This is true.
I don't know. People always overreact one way or the other. Like, it's not going to be as bad as everybody makes it out to believe, but there's not a lot of reasons to feel great about it with the way the Cowboys have played and what the Rams are doing right now.
Yeah.
Last week, Jerry Jones, flying all night after the Chicago game, comes home and hops on the radio for a morning interview with the KNC Masterpiece on 105.3 The Fan here in Dallas. We were all gathered around upstairs listening, and we're just going to refresh you of how he was feeling on Friday morning after the loss.
All right, Jerry, you come on every week, win or lose. You answer questions. You know the Tolos and the Cowboys fans want answers today. What answer do you have for how this team is playing right now?
We're not playing very well.
Are you embarrassed? Are you embarrassed as an organization about how the team is playing?
Get your damn act together yourself, okay? Now, we're going to have a good visit this morning, but settle down just a little bit.
I mean, as a Cowboys fan, Jerry,
got a lot to go over. Not going with your question, but I'm going to give you the answers I want to give you this morning, and I don't like your attitude to come in. I've been traveling all night, and I don't have the patience to jack with you today.
Is there anything in particular or a series of things in particular that you want to see that goes along with playing better? Is it tackling? Is it special team?
When you have as many things that were off kilter as we had last night, you've got a nice litany of places to start to correct. Now, just like we all do, you take the ones that are the most obvious that you can do the most about, and you correct those to the extent that you can. That's what we tried to do last week, and we'll try to do it these next 10 days before we play the Rams. So, we want to do a good job here. I want to do a good job with you guys, but there's a whole bunch of time when I have to the hell out of you.
Mm-hmm. I totally understand that because of some of the answers you just can't give.
Do you understand?
Wow. Mm-hmm. But here's the thing, and maybe I'm crazy. Everyone was expecting that post game on Thursday night. They were expecting Jerry to go completely off the wheels on Thursday night and just completely lose it after the game. And it seems like he stewed in it a little bit. He got on that flight back to Dallas. He was a little bit tired. Maybe had seen some different things, heard some different things from reporters, just was not having it on Friday morning. And I don't blame him. I don't blame him.
Yeah, he wasn't having it at all. I mean, something that the guy said triggered him. I mean, I've never heard Jerry talk like that
Embarrassment,
before.
maybe?
Yeah, maybe the word embarrassed.
That's what it was. He just
That's as angry as I've ever heard.
He talked to him like he was his son. He was like, you need to calm down.
Sit down.
Sit down and relax.
You need to calm down.
All right, that was Jerry. We haven't really heard from anyone over the weekend. It's been quiet, but what we do know is that the Cowboys are going to work out 2 more kickers, one of those being the veteran Kai Forbath.
Yeah.
Yes, he just got cut from
at the Star.
The Patriots.
And that's to be expected. I mean, the fact that they're bringing these guys back in, maybe giving them another chance to shine, because Brett Maher, after the pressure that mounted that past week, did not deliver.
Yeah, you brought up Kai Forbath. He just got released from the Patriots, who have had over 4 kickers this season. So when you're looking at the Patriots, who are the defending Super Bowl champions, they're making moves at kicker throughout the season all year long because they know how important that is. Obviously, they had an injury to their starting guy, but Brett Maher just is not delivering for this team. I think there has to be a change. something of the sort. I don't know if he has the confidence right now to go in there and make those game-winning kicks.
What are we thinking is going to happen with this? They worked out, so Forbath is coming in. They're also bringing in Tristan Vizcaino, who came in last week. Didn't wow them enough that they made a move then. So you think there's going to be a change, Tay?
Do you go with the veteran just because he's a veteran? I mean, Brett Maher is not a veteran by any...
No, I wouldn't go with him. Just, I mean...
You wouldn't go with the veteran Kai Forbath?
No, with Maher.
Okay.
I just feel like his confidence is pretty much shot right now.
And we do this show first thing in the morning, so I have all day to be proven wrong. Like, I have my doubts they're going to do anything.
Sure.
If they were that convinced they needed to do something, you could have released Maher on Friday, brought in a new guy. Sure. It's Monday. I know they took the weekend off, but it's Monday. It's
so
game
you're saying
week
because
now.
they're easing into it, they're really
like,
no hurry.
It strikes me as being like, okay, I guess we'll look at a couple guys to make people happy.
I'm a doctor, and I don't know what's going to happen. I know we're going to get into the injury report. You never know if there's going to be a guy that they may decide needs to be on the IR for the rest of the season. Now they have an extra space. They may bring in an extra kicker just to have on the roster, because if you look at it right now, Jeff Heath is usually their backup kicker. He's injured. They just kind of need that in general. So I could see them making some sort of change, keeping Brett Maher on the roster.
That would be
adding a backup kicker.
That would be a super Cowboys move.
Yeah.
They were like, let's just
I cannot see that ever happening, but maybe here. They did carry 7 wide receivers one time. We got to get to the injury report. Let's keep it going and talk about who is still dealing with some things. Cedric Wilson, obviously, at the end of that last game, is going to be out, and Leighton Vander Esch still dealing with some things. I don't know. What are we thinking, guys? You worried about anybody major here?
The goat Heath, is he off the injury report? Or is he
That's something to watch. He's been out for 2 weeks.
Yep.
Cedric, well, I mean, it wasn't as bad as they thought it was. You saw the prognosis, though, 4 to 6 weeks. How many weeks are left in the season? 3?
That's going to be a guy
That could be the IR
It could be. It could be. Leighton, I wonder about Leighton, and rightfully so. They're doing right by him, keeping an eye on his neck. I mean, if you have to just keep him out for the rest of the season, I think that makes sense.
Yep.
But
they're suffering out there.
Oh, they absolutely are. They absolutely are. But that's no reason to rush a guy with a neck injury.
No way.
Want to play with
Not at all.
Never.
Let's take a quick look around the league at what happened this weekend.
Check it
It's
out.
very entertaining.
A lot of fun football.
A lot of great
we haven't had around
games.
here recently.
Show us San Fran Nolans.
It's funny because going into this game, everyone said, okay, this is 2 defenses. This is going to be a low-scoring game. I think it was 24-17 at the half, and it just ended up being an absolute barn burner.
There were more touchdown passes than incompletions in the first half of this game.
That's
This was
unreal.
nuts. It was nuts.
Yeah,
Michael Thomas.
Michael Thomas, you just cannot guard Mike.
Absolutely loved this game, and I think I said it on Twitter yesterday. It's better than what the Super Bowl will be, in my opinion.
I completely agree with you. I mean, it's so tough because you break a tackle, you're not going to run out of bounds with the end zone right in front of you. But the Saints, they needed to not score right there. They needed to take more time off the clock.
Lamar,
And that's why.
Jackson. Oh, this was insane.
No, yeah, you
Kittle,
can't.
thank you.
Don't rob my man Kittle of his airtime, Lindsay. Look what you
I've
did.
seen it enough. I've seen it enough. How about Lamar, though? 1,000-yard season rushing. Only got to do it along with Michael Vick.
Was this like just tight end Sunday? It
Yes.
seemed
I
like
would hate to play
every
this
game
game.
was coming down to tight ends.
These tight ends
Barry's
are
like,
nasty.
They're nasty. They got 2 of them. They got a 2-headed monster in their tight ends.
Ravens will be in the Super Bowl.
Ravens will be in the
call
Super
it.
Bowl.
You're just making all these hot
Ravens
takes
will be
about the
in
Super
the
Bowl.
Super Bowl.
And it
It's
won't be as good as the
Easily.
Saints 49ers.
Actually, it has a chance with Lamar being in there.
Okay.
All right, Josh
the
Allen
Bears.
trying to get it done.
Marcus Peters, fantastic.
Here we go. Another great one. Kansas City and Tom Brady, the GOAT.
Resulting to trickery here.
Oh, I like
There's been a lot of trickery lately.
They have to. I mean, who else do they have but Edelman? They have to do some crazy things. They made him a quarterback. They make him this deep threat.
I'm gonna speak for all
Yes.
I'm gonna speak for all my Twitter mentions right now when I say it was sobering spending the day watching what Super Bowl contending football looks like.
And no shade
haven't-
thrown.
we have not
It is
seen
true.
it.
I mean, if you want to call it shade, you can.
Not even shade.
If you want to call it shade, you can. But this is
Look at the
not what
special
we've been
teams
watching
play.
here.
Special teams again.
A 4th blocked punt by the New England Patriots.
Impacting the game.
That sounds fun.
This
does sound fun.
This was a great showdown. Patty Mahomes prevailed in this one. How about about last night?
Yeah,
though?
we talked about this at the top of the show.
How
Jared
about
Goff
it?
was
He looked good. He did look good.
So
last night.
what scares you the most, Barry, about the Rams after this game?
They look super balanced. I mean, Todd Gurley looks like he's getting back to his old ways, running through cats, stiff arming cats like you've seen right there. I mean, Jared Goff being able to pass the ball. And this Seattle defense is not the greatest of all time, but it's still a formidable defense, and they were able to kind of go through them like a hot knife through butter. It looks like they're going to have a balanced team coming up here.
And
Goff.
Cowboys against the run has been
Goff was the reason the Rams played so well last night, but Gurley against the Cowboys is terrifying.
So
Yes,
Gurley is a little
very
bit
much
better than
so.
C.J. Anderson
Yes,
was,
he
who
is.
destroyed them in the
Yes,
playoff
he is.
game
Oh, I forgot
last
about
year.
that.
Yes, he is.
best social moments of the
Hey.
weekend. The Texans are they're doing things pregame. Like they're dressing up. We had SWAT team a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. What is
this?
What's the name of the gym?
Average Joe.
Average Joe. And
From
what did they
dodgeball.
look like going down 31-3? Why would you advertise yourself as being Average Joes? This is the NFL.
Got
A
smoked.
team that
They
just got
smoked.
pummeled by
Not-
the Denver Broncos
not
at
great.
home.
Let's check in with reporter Erica Ferrando
Yeah, let's
from
do that.
WWL TV
I love it.
in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Dear
You might
friend
see Dave in the background.
Yeah, you might.
So you would think that
My
once
people.
the game's over, people might start going home, right? Well, we've seen a couple people leave, but for the most part, this place is still packed and people are still partying. We've got so many LSU fans here that we've been talking to. We spoke with some more fans right as the Tigers were winning this game, and we're going to let you hear from them coming up later in our show. For now, live from the Wrong Iron, I'm Erica Ferrando.
Way to go, Erica.
I talked about going to that bar with my friends on Saturday afternoon to watch the game. So that really could have been me.
What bar is that?
It's called the Wrong Iron.
You
It's
would
in
never.
Bayou
You've
St.
done
John in
TV
New Orleans.
enough to know, like, I'm not going
I
to try to
literally
mess
would
her
have
up.
hidden from that camera. I would have been like, I'm on vacation, but not
the
here.
paparazzi's
The paparazzi. There it is. That's what it is.
All
I know, I would have been like, my producers are going to put me on cover 4.
Yes, it would've
That's
been
what they
great
do.
Would have been
on the
on
show.
it for sure.
All right, let's
Dave
check.
did something dumb. We're going to put it on the
You
show.
do it yourself.
I do not. I don't tell anybody to put it on the show.
For Davius White with the Bills, there was a little wind yesterday, and he decided to grab and pick up this play sheet, try to take a look.
That's just gamesmanship right there.
This is
Good for you,
amazing.
Trey.
Look,
You gotta
the
do what
referee
you gotta
sees him.
do.
He's like,
Did not help the Bills win the game.
At all.
no, thank you, David, for going ahead and spoiling the ending.
Yeah, it's okay.
But
Marcus Peters,
it was all
do
about
it.
the celebration.
Marcus,
Now,
get in
this
there.
was David. This
Hell yeah. Stone Cold, let's go. Crushing those
The
beers.
shotgun.
Anyone having more fun than the Baltimore Ravens?
No.
I love it.
Name a team that
I
is
love
doing
it.
it better.
Nobody.
Nobody at all.
You can't.
Guys, it's time to look ahead. We've looked back on the entire weekend, dating back to Thursday. Will the Giants pull off the upset over Philadelphia?
So we got a confirmation that Eli Manning is back in the starting lineup
Yes,
Back in
tonight.
the saddle.
Chance to get a winning career record.
The Rally Cat was at MetLife Stadium. I think this Giants team, they're a little bit frightening because they have nothing to lose right now.
True.
And they're not mathematically out of it, which
Nope.
is bizarro.
Still.
Quick question.
Bizarre.
Did the Giants win the Odell trade? Just want to throw that out.
I mean,
Odell might
There are
say
things
that.
happening in Cleveland. We'll save
we
that
can
for later
cover
in the week.
Cleveland another show.
It's interesting because Carson Wentz, he knows what's on the line tonight. He knows he has to get this win. He has only divisional opponents going down the stretch. They had an embarrassing loss last week against the Dolphins. Had some more time with a Monday night game.
You're not buying it, Dave? Barry, you're not buying it?
I want to buy it. See, I want to buy it. It's such a cool. It would be a storybook.
Be
Like
hilarious.
it'll probably be Eli Manning's. Well, actually, I think Daniel Jones is out for like a month, so Eli Manning, it won't be his last start. But a chance to get a winning career record, really ruin a rival's season, national TV. It just seems too good to be true. Also, it's what the Cowboys want/need to happen. I kind of think the Eagles are going to kick the crap out of them.
Yeah, Eagles 24-17.
Oh,
Okay.
I mean, that's seven.
We're not going to
Closer.
have Barry was right video tomorrow.
31-20.
I would love it.
Eagles 31-20. They're embarrassed about losing to the Dolphins. They're not terrible, even though they've looked terrible.
You know what,
Yeah.
Dave? Giants are gonna win. You heard it here first.
I love that. When
You
Taylor
heard
says
it.
when
It's
Taylor
a
says
wrap.
that, it
You
usually
heard it
happens.
here
Bold
first. Giants
predictions.
gonna
I won't be
win.
mad about it. I will
Giants
not be
gonna
mad
win.
about
Well,
it.
Monday morning goldies for you guys. We players are kind of they get some more time off, right? Off tomorrow. Oh,
Doing
hospital visits are happening today.
Not
yeah,
to.
Salvation
They're at
Army.
Community service.
Yeah.
We'll have more for that for you tomorrow. Cover 4. See you back here.